NFL 23, we'll see Baker Mayfield. He had a solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Falcons and the Bears, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they come in field. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield. And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively, because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it. Jerron Payne, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game. Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate. Get only a couple up to the 22. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago. And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. The Falcons send out their punter. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bears take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. You're talking about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, isn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that, because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. And I do believe that sometimes as a defender, when you see read option, you're just making an educated guess, because the offense feels like no matter what move you make, it turns out right for them. Sometimes it can burn you making that guess, but I think here, he said, I'm pursuing the quarterback no matter what he does. And this time, he picked the right option. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour. Well, first drive here, and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last. No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Fields. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies of the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Bears at 6-3 on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
They'll roll him out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Back to throw, Fields. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
And his kick here is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
Yeah, they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he's upended after a gain of 2. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And this is going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 43 yards on the... And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. 1st and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Fields throw there, complete to Mooney. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. Pollard going to try the right side. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And take control of the football in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. Thornton. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Thornton, and he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 30. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Singletary, they'll run for it. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bears will get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on fourth down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were winners the last time. And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Falcons are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Second. Falcon football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Thornton, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a handoff up the middle. Thornton takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Mayfield. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Mayfield to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Mayfield down. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Chicago offense set to get started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. But now he appears to be in some pain. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Third and 2, Fields. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. Third and 2, just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands, and yes, indeed, they pick up the first down.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On first down, it's Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A nice gain of 21 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, but here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it.
And it'll be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Algier. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete, and it is caught. Touchdown, Bears. George Pickens, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bears have moved out in front. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Atlanta regains possession of the football. Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
He's going to take another shot here. And this one is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
He'll buy some time right to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Austin. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Here's Fields. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Out of the gun, Fields. For left side, taken in by Kmet. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards on the play. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Fields now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields as the first half is winding down. And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. At their own 27. Gives it to Algier to start things off. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. One play action. Fields. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Trying to find Tyler Algier out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Fields. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the 50, here's Fields. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Fields throwing again. Finding Pickens for another catch. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Fields. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Fields. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
Now it's Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the red zone now. They'll look to throw. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Off play action, Fields. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Touchdown! Corey Blasingame. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns in 21. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. So we get set to start this third quarter. Singletary to get the drive started. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Up the middle they go. It's Thornton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Running lanes. First tip. There, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Mayfield on first down. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And that's patience to be admired right there, because he looks left, looks right, and waits for the right guy to come open, spots him in the middle of the field, and delivers.
On first down, it's Thornton. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They'll keep it on the ground. Thornton. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Mayfield now. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Mayfield to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. And again, it's Mayfield. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure. And it's a loss of 6. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bears will get the football back. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. First down, and they'll start with Algier. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Algier with another carry. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing, Mayfield. Open man right side is Shark. And he's going to get this down near the 25. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. DJ Chark, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, in that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Open man is Komet, the tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Algier going straight ahead, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Algier will try to pick it up. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's Fields on the sneak. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll stick with Algier. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. When you step back and look at this, CD, pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.